Hello everybody, how are you doing? It is time for me to build random junk on the internet. So, do Turns out I can't multitask. Being able to talk and tweet, it seems, is a difficulty. There we go. Aha. There we go. How's everybody? I'm going to be carrying on with my my webhook catching app. Stuffing it. But look at what we're going to deploy it as well at some point. It's going to be interesting. But first, we need to get over some basic requirements, like minimum test coverage. Because I set myself a minimum test coverage limit. So, let's go delete because I know that's blank. I think it's blank. Let's get up a terminal and have a look, shall we? Oh. Yes, we do want to do that. What I actually want is new window. There we go. Oh, yeah. Let's do the in-game. So, doc start logs, API, users, delete. Okay, so let's try doing it this way. Don't really do a follow for follow, buddy. Only for the reason that doesn't actually do much. And I'm not here to make money and grow. I'm here to literally do my day job whilst programming. Because every so often, something interesting turned up. Okay, right, cool. Okay. Let's add some code coverage to this thing. Test. Yes. Fully. Delete a specific set. There we go. So in theory we should now go and delete a user. May have to generalize this object as well. But not for now. Right, so first things first, const user ID. Let's just extract it from there. I want to extract that object. And delete user ID. And it should return a blank object. And then the actual test should be const user deleted. So you can do wait. User management. First it's instantiate user management object. Alright, let's go with it. Users logs I own. Delete, and then user ID. And then we expect user detail use delete to be true. I need to change the test to be async. You're thinking what? KMFDM? Jim? Jim? What? 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 Ah, the music. This is Miracle of Sound, Neon Red. This is actually from a streaming system called what's it called again? Pretzel Rocks. Yeah, you do know you can actually make song requests as well. There should be a panel on my Twitch stream where you can go and request songs so that you don't have to listen to the random crap that I'm playing. I realise that's probably annoying as hell for a lot of people. Just gotta remember to make sure it's turned on. Reorganize streaming window so I can see. I've never even heard of half of these bands because I just decided, you know what, I haven't listened to any synthwave in a long time. I'll have a quick play. It just happened to be that I liked it. In the not so creepiest way possible, you can say that. I've actually just realised that I don't actually have that feature enabled. And this is why you have friends who have an actual clue about music, rather than me, who has not an ounce of knowledge. Producer, stream manager. Right. It's a life skill, Jim. It's a life skill. I'm now trying to remember how the Hades to enable the panels with stuff. Your unit tests? I even set my limits to 50% coverage so I didn't have to code everything, and I'm still failing miserably on the global. Well, let's see what happens after I save this test. Other than the fact that my test fails, seems to be working fine. It's not cheating when you don't intend on shipping this to production ever. And that's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. But now I have an explodey test. Cannot read property error undefined? Interesting. Considering it's mocked to the hilt. Interesting. Why do I have to make ESLint part of my test runners? Why? Life would be so much easier if I could ignore it. Oh, I clownery. I think I'm gonna be clownery. Because training right space. Stop joking with me, man. It's way too true. In the words of a Happy Monday, stop messing with a melon. Can't believe I even just said that. Too many screens. Alright, so my get is actually working, so that get is giving me that's interesting. How many consoles do I have in here? Just the one. And if I comment out this test, nope, it's still definitely been a Wazak. What are you working on today then, Jim? Find a system with the many. Huh? What you do that? What? Shouldn't the so, hang on. So reminder within multiple many relationship to the user. Why? Shouldn't there be a unique reference for reminder? Like a reminder is unique to an individual? No. Then how do you know if one has missed? Well, you know what, buddy? I think officially you have it worst. You know what? I need to switch the music up. I am not feeling this. I want something else. Do I want EDM or chip tunes? EDM or chip tunes? Chiptunes it is. Where is my chiptune on? This one is called Pirate Lagoon. Nope. That's more like it. Last Hope. Bonus track by Big Giant Circles. If I need to adjust the audio levels, anybody, feel free to give me a shout and let me adjust. only one problem with this is it doesn't give me a playlist button, so I can't queue up stuff. Awesome. Oh. Awesome. Awkward. See if it actually hits. Oh yeah. I don't want that. Yeah, that's why. Oh, hello. Now I've blown up all my types. We have type explosion. Ah. Need to type the Axios. But I'm still Test. Let's do the suspend and unsuspend, shall we? Expect user.active to be false. You are falses, full of falses. That's a semicolon. Unsuspend. Suspend. Oh, now I need to change the actual core function because I have monkeyed around with its return. Let's point. Let's check. Dockers. Dot then. And this is why we leave people like Jim to running a radio station, because people like me have. New log library. Oh, nice. It has become a little bit of a background listening whilst I'm doing some stuff. Oh. But it's nice to know that your safe for radio voice and all that jazz isn't just how you talk. Oh. Hey, and Jim, the Fusion people have just retweeted about the Twitch. Should probably invite Hannah to just come in here and disturb things by asking lots of random things all over and over and over and over and over and over again. 100? Personally, I think it'd be absolutely bloody hilarious. Just having Hannah or Andy just going, so what does that do? What does that do? What does that do? That makes no sense. Right. Where was I? Status code 401. Exactly what I wanted. Alright. I'm just gonna have to hide you lovely people for a moment whilst I get the user ID of somebody in the system. There. And not break stuff all at the same time. It's moments like this where I start thinking maybe the Stream Deck is actually worthwhile. 130 quid for a bunch of programmable buttons. Oh, this is a nice tune. What is this? Ah, Ryko. Light. Return us back into the scene. Okay, so that works, but it does mean I now need to change it to same as delete, really. Return true. Promise Boolean. Boolean spool. Ooh. Hey. So I change that. Suspended. Change that to Box.io. Make that nada. Actually, make that. Delete that. There you go. Are we passing any of the thresholds? Yes, we are. So if I grab, I don't need that. Don't need that either. In theory, it's going to fail because of all sorts of things. There we go. Let's fix that up. So we need to actually change the type again here. Excellent. Now if we go back to line 100. Oh. That's all about log user. Let's see why this one's blowing its butt out. Says I can't multitask very well. Undefined. Okay. Interesting. So we can see Axios, log, the get. Oh, it'll blow out because of that. Right, let's try that again. Right, so it is achieving both. So... interesting. Will I manage to clown and goofy? I have a distinct chance of being able to clown and goofy. Yeah, I need the rest of it. Yeah, there we go. Which means I've also managed to screw it over here. Let's fix that up. And we now pass the thresholds, because that means I can now save this and move on with my life. Once I found that console we put in earlier. Yeah, it's not going to turn over, but I didn't put the console there, the console's in here. Constantly rubber ducking. Are you saying I'm not entertaining or educational for you? In the immortal words of Gladiator, are you not entertained? There we go. Oh! Yes and no. Yeah, now I see what... Rubber duck... Yeah, right, okay. Yeah. It actually does help, but then it's infuriating where you can't see it and you're talking to yourself, because then you just sound like a lunatic. I need a big button on my desk, so whenever I'm in a webinar, or I'm streaming, or I'm just in a vid call with somebody, I can mute myself when I know I'm going to say the word F. Minimum viable tests. 4. Either that, or I must sound like a complete crackpot doing this. Just like, I'm talking about why is this not working over and over again. See if Circle will like me now. Circle has not been liking me recently. The amount of failed tests I've put through there. Ooh. Expensive fur for the fellow. Shut it. Wow. Is Muzaffer a reference to Mozilla maybe? And the Moz stuff? Because if not, it's still cool. Right. Let's see what Circle CI has said about my nasty development. Go to app. Go to my app. I need to remember how to set up a default because that's just long-winded. Woohoo! Let's see what it has said, shall we? Circle says we're all passed. It's sending information over to logs. Let's just double check it's actually sending some data over. Changed up to the last 30 minutes. There we go. Bunch of circly data-y things. Seems completely pointless to record a whole bunch of data from your build to there, but it does actually make it easier to search for repeat patterns. Especially if you're using your CI/CD process to do things like... That's what I need to do. It's especially useful if you're trying to do things like CI/CD nightly builds, so having your larger test runs run at night, say full integration testing with Selenium across an entire application. You don't want to be doing that during the middle of the day whilst everything's going on because it could take hours. So being able to log them out to here, where if you have repeat runs and you want to see if there's a pattern for any chains, it's easier. So that would be a reason for logging it out. But for me, it's pretty pointless. But I do now have test artifact saving. And I'm failing on those. Interesting. My JUnit tests aren't appearing. Let's go have a look at my circle file. Let's fix that. Ooh. Git add dot circle git commit. Correct the just JUnit path. Now we go back. Initial tests. Running. Running. And here we go. Tests are running. Linter has done its thing. Excellent. Oh. Oh, interesting. On it still. Huh. It's now exploding because I've managed to break the suite somehow. That's an interesting one. So what should have happened is... that should have reported to the J unit's report line. Archiving the following results. That's broken it somehow. Oh, that's... Try it again. Let's just push it. See what happens. Let's try it. Try it and try it again. Right, let's check out Circle. See what it says. Feeling that every dev dislikes sitting here and having to wait for your blooming unit test. Could it be that from multiple files? Multiple units. Have I found the problem? Is it because we have multiples? Oh. For now, let's just... do it. So it'll at least pass. Because need that. So we'll just undo that so that it will carry on running. Actually, next track. Okay. What the heck was I? That's right, That pass or fail? Please tell me you passed. Fail? Do-do-do. Output logs, 2 logs, slint. Okay. Right, so we need to make sure we actually create all the directories. Logs. I should do trick. Git commit. Git add dot circle. Commit. Set the paths for the log directory to be relative. is a relative from the user's home directory. And we also want to git status. Div. Oh, what's happened to the package file? Ah, git. Change the package command. npm script to match. For default versioning the APIs. See what happens now. Hey, it's running. Let's have a look. Oh, come on. And now it's actually sending the direct. So if I refresh this, goes up to 15 minutes so that I don't have older ones. Yay! All the ones for the run just, all 12 of them. Oh! What's the problem, bud? Because we have been getting involved with, well, before I got here, we were getting involved with a lot of things, and now I'm trying to get involved with a lot of things. Pivot in Laravel. It would appear that I need to... Ah, well, too many pivot. To me, bud, I'm getting a lot of not packed. Not packed, not logs. Oh, Jesus. Fair enough. Just because I can't find it doesn't mean it's not true. Even though that's what it implies. But what's the library I'm using for this? Just JUnit. try. Do I have that configured correctly? So just JUnit. How is it set up in my circle? Let's change that slightly. Unit. Change how the CI units are run. See if I can get this booted into save log files. Not uploading all of the tests. Interesting. I appear to have not configured my JS unit to run correctly. So let's try that. We've just changed the relative path from containing the actual directory name to, well, not. Well, not the directory name, the file name extension as well. So I believe I may have been accidentally double nesting it. Whoops. Ooh, fail. Unit CI. Test this. This should generate a file. Yeah, so it does. Oh, so it is generating. I don't want to. Whinging on stream is not a preferable thing, is it? That reminds me, I need to quickly check where my meetings are for the rest of the day. So I know when to cut the stream off at the right time. Okay, so I've got 20 more minutes before I get to cut off so I can actually prepare for my meetings this afternoon. There we go. Right, let's move on from there because actually not helping. No. Actually, why haven't I keep forgetting? Rerun job with an SSH. I can see if everything's been done. One of these days I'll actually remember I'm a complete dunce and actually just do everything from the beginning. SSH. Yes. 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 Right, so here we go. In here we should have then reports. And there's only the one report. But there is a file. Interesting. So we do have our logs, and we do have our reports, but the report, so Aha. It's not actually putting in the root reports. That's interesting. That's interesting. It's interpreting it as a part of the string. Oh. Let's try that. Change from literal string. Cancel job. No, I still haven't gotten to the thing I actually wanted to do, which is the webhooks. So long faffing with unit tests and test suites that I haven't managed to get there. That is super annoying. Who knew that test suites could be such a drag? Oh, this time it has worked. See what it says. At least it's saving the file. Right, I'm gonna have to give up on that. Moving on. So we want the webhook to reports. Cool. So we've got a baseline. We are going to want to quickly delete that. Do it npmi install so we can get the fresh copy of the library I've just been working on. Okay. Here. So it's creating the endpoint. And I want to attach that endpoint to an alert. Right, alert. Oh, sodding monkey shoulders. I have forgotten to set which ones are necessary, so GitHub docs. API. Let's do we have the Swagger file? Get post K. Alright, let's find the definition. There we go. Right. So they're all required. Oh, looks like I'll be working on that independently then. You know what, before I punch out, let's go cover something that's easier. And I'll deal with that nutcase on my own. So, first up, we are hoping to facilitate the first Open Observability Conference here from Logs.io. So that'll be on May 27th, 11 AM EST. So, yeah, that would mean 4 PM UK time or 6 PM for the rest of Europe, essentially. So if you want to check out a bunch of the leading experts on open observability, they'll be talking about everything from tracing, the Jaeger project, project out of Uber that's been spun out into its own special thing, and Zipkin. We'll also be talking about metrics, monitoring, and Kibana. So here we go. So Julius will be giving us a run through on Prometheus, an open source metrics tool, which is really quite powerful. Then we've got Yuri from the Jaeger project, and yeah, some of Logs.io people facilitating but not lecturing at you. So if you want some genuine open source opinions, come and check it out. You can register here, and yeah, hope to see you then. So I am going to punch out because I think I've reached the limit of what I can do without straining my brain. So I will catch you in a later stream on Wednesday. Just checking the calendar, see when it will be on Wednesday. Right. Think we'll be attending that. Yeah. We shall be putting up like running orders and schedules later, so you can actually find out when you definitely want to drop in. But yeah, register and get your hands on it. It looks like I will be streaming from 4 PM on Wednesday, so I will see you all then. Ciao for now.